Hey, artists of Oli. Hola, viejos. Let's talk about gesture drawings. A gesture, un gesto, is a shape or a motion that we make with our hands or our body. Es una forma, una emoción que hacemos con las manos o con el cuerpo para comunicar, to communicate something. The gesture of shrugging is I'm confused. If you touch your elbow, el codo, that means you're cheap. Touching your nose and charade means, yes, that's right. They're all gestures. But in a drawing, in un dibujo, gesture means the general shape, the biggest movement, the biggest shape. Gesture, el gesto en un dibujo es la forma más grande, más general, la forma principal, el movimiento principal más importante. So what a gesture drawing does is it's trying to figure out what the main motion, the main shape of your subject is. Famous artists throughout history have used gesture drawings. Leonardo Da Vinci made these gesture drawings 500 years ago for a big painting he was designing. Entre toda la historia, los artistas han usado gestures, gestos, para ubicar cosas y para determinar cómo deben estar cosas en un dibujo. Estos son gestos, dibujos por Leonardo da Vinci hace 500 años. Otro de Leonardo, in La Última Cena, The Last Supper of Leonardo da Vinci, all the way through, all of his sketches for that have to do with gestures. Todos se fijen en gestos. The hands, the head, the tilts of the heads, the eyes, the jaw, everything, the gestures. Los gestos son todo. In fact, he drew some of these people 2 and 3 times in the same sketch. But the gesture, the way they're moving their arms, their hands, their bodies, things knocked over on the table, todo es para comunicar. It's all communication. So if you want to do drawings of people in movement that look like they're moving, si quieres hacer dibujos de personas que mueven y que parecen que mueven, you got to get the form lines inside, the lines inside, the motion lines have to be found. Tiene que encontrar las líneas de emoción. So try this one. If you place a paper over this guy who's jumping like this, you'll see that there are these lines. There are lines across between the two legs. There's this powerful line that goes all the way through both arms from behind his head all the way down. Mucha tensión. So find all the lines that basically, if you find the line that's at the core of every part of the body, si encuentras la línea en el centro de cada parte, you will usually have the gesture lines too. También vas a tener los gestos. And this is kind of what the gestures looked like in that guy jumping up and getting ready to attack. Now try it yourself on the skier. Trátalo tú mismo. So put your paper over, pon tu papel, and see if you can find the center lines. Puedes encontrar las líneas en el centro de cada forma. Look for the ones in the center of each form, the center of his upper arm, the center of his lower arm, the center of his body, center of his upper leg, center of his lower leg, el centro de cada parte, y esta también. So see what you can find for lines on that one. You'll find you probably did something like this. Algo así, más o menos. You can see there's a powerful horizontal motion. Movimiento horizontal con mucho poder, ¿no? Muy dinámico. I'd like you to try as well on this one if you didn't already do that in class today. You could also make these smaller on the screen if you want to use less paper. Puedes hacerlos más chicos si quieres usar menos papel. No importa. Karate Girl. She's awesome. Karate Girl es fantástica. Lots of tension. You can see the strength, the tension in there. Look at that tension, how tight. Que apretado está el pie. Mucha tensión, mucha fuerza. You can see there's a line that just goes zoom right out through that hand, isn't there? Como un rayo láser. Johnny Be Good. Another one I'd like you to find the form lines in. Quiero que también hagas esto. And this one, Super Angel Guy, Señor Super Ángel. Encuentra las líneas en él, right down the center of the leg. El centro, 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 centro. You'll find you have a map, un mapa. Don't forget the bow and arrow. El arco y la flecha son muy importantes, ¿no? This one's cool because it has kind of a extra perspective effect. Es chido porque tiene perspectivo forzado, the giant hands and the tiny head. Find the lines in that one, it's cool. Mira, encuentra las líneas. And don't forget the lines in the fabric. No olvides la tela. Half of this picture is cloth. Casi la mitad de la imagen es tela. A little challenge, un desafío pequeño. You put a large paper over this and see how many lines you can find. Muchas líneas, ¿no? ¿Cuántas puedes encontrar? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Muchos. This one here is it's actually a copy of a Leonardo. Es una copia peor de un Leonardo. But again, lots of lines. There's a line. There's a line. Can you find lines in this? It's a little more confused. Es una escena un poco más confunda, pero ¿puedes todavía encontrar las líneas? Busca. Now try a couple where you're just looking. Unos en que miras, pero no tocas, no pones el papel sobre la pantalla. Esta y esta. So, esta, por favor, que hagas esto. And then switch to this one. Y que hagas esta también. And look, it's not straight. No es recto. La pierna tiene dos partes distintas que hagan diferentes direcciones, ¿no? Y los brazos, direcciones diferentes. Es importante, los detalles pequeños son importantes, importantísimas. Okay, it says here, make gesture drawings for all three of these pictures. Dice, quiero que hagas gestos para estas tres fotos, but there aren't any pictures, pero no hay fotos. I want you to look for three of your own. Quiero que busques tres fotos tuyas. And just paste them all here. Paste las fotos y los gestos que dibujas. Put the pictures and their drawings here together. You can paste 6 items on a page. You've done it before. Okay, so you should have drawings all along the way there. Just get a picture of the whole pile and then do 3 more on this page. Okay? Debes tener dibujos de las páginas antes y los 3 dibujos de esta página y con fotos, ya está. See y'all later. Are you serious?